Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
It's glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Ruben Dias is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Manchester United finding their pass. Haaland! Sensational from Haaland! About as smooth as it gets.
Osimhen really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Szoboszlai. Now it's Szoboszlai. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Gravenberg. Played back in, and he welcomes it in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Mbappe. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Looking to play him in. Turns and goes back. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Knocks it out wide. And that's played in low. Big chance! And Dijk can get it clear. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah.
And the finish! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Not the most accurate pass. Can he finish? Manchester United! And they're back in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Manchester United take the lead. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Truong. Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. That's an imaginative pass. Neatly clipped into space. He's found a way through. Chance! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Van Dijk. Haaland is herring after that one. Chance here to counter. Haaland. Searching pass he's played there. DiMarco climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Truong. And it's McAllister. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Manchester United head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. That gets things going for the second half. And it's McAllister. Now it's Wood. Looking for options for movement. And he's straight offside. And he's had it nicked away. Gravenberg. Bellingham. Played into space. DiMarco. Bellingham. Now it's DiMarco. In by DiMarco.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Van Dijk. DiMarco thinks about the shot, and a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
Osimhen being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
Nicely worked. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. DiMarco. And it's played in here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Timber. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
Foot in. Rice concedes a free kick for that.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number
Truong
21.
It's a promising position.
Number 22.
Showing good feet.
Number 41. Rice.
Lukaku did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Number 9. Eze. Number 7. Bruno Fernandes. Substitution in progress.
It's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely feet. Szoboszlai stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. DiMarco plays, heads a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Doué. Timber. Now DiMarco. Saliba. And it's DiMarco. Gabriel. McAllister. That's a lovely, neat pass. Saliba. Ambitious ball here. Konate cuts it out. Doué. Eze. Now he's got space here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Truong. This looks promising. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Eze to Bruno Fernandes. Probing pass. Ended up in no man's land. Played up towards the front line. Bruno Fernandes does well to get it back. Floated through. Mignon. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everyone, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
Old
evening. The
Trafford.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here. Timber charging forward down that flank. And it's hoisted clear. Rice. And here's Haaland. Aims beyond the defence. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too, so he really does make that left side his own, whether he's at left back or as a wing back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Caught offside that time. Gives it back. Osimhen receives it in a good position here. He's being urged to shoot. Gehi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now this could be a chance. Well, that looks a decent ball. DiMarco. And it's Gravenberch. Now it's Bellingham, and here's Osimhen. Osimhen! Oh, split-second reaction.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Gravenberch, looking to play him in. He has a look out. That is a brilliant interception. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Knocks it into space. Rice unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gravenberch. And here's Haaland.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah. Chance! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's a little off target. He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take. Reinders. To Wood. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, well timed.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
DiMarco charging forward, the ball at his feet. Reinders. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Plays the return pass. This looks promising. Shot a goal! Gravenberg. Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Might be danger here.
There's
the shot!
Added time.
He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Timber. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Please take this opportunity.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that was vital. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Gravenberg. Manchester United finding their passes. Tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
DiMarco. Szoboszlai.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Chouameni. Yehi. Tries to pass it through. Reinders. And here's Mbappe. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
DiMarco. DiMarco going full steam ahead down the left flank. Now it's Rice. Bellingham. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 2
Number
then.
32, DiMarco. Number 22, Bellingham. Bellingham. Number 21, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 9.
Well, there's the clearance.
Number 7. Bruno
Well, that's certainly
Fernandes.
more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Lukaku.
They're coming
Substitution
again
in
and
progress.
again.
The attendance
They just
for
need
this
to sort
match
out their
was
end product, and quickly.
71,550.
Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Eze. Oh, that's fabulous. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Rice with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. That's a cute ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
No way through there. Reinders.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's just beyond his reach. Can he finish? It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United making another change here.
Number
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Number 17, Vitinha.
Konate. And it's Reinders. Pinches it off him. The referee's awarded a free kick. Eze has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Lukaku. Gravenberg. No way through. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Thinks about the shot. Timbers cross. And that should get the job done. He's on it, can he get away? Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Reinders.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Oh, well played.
This is the time you need that pace.
The final 5 minutes. And it's Lukaku. Saliba. Lukaku does really well to win the ball there. Lukaku. Truong wins the duel this time. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
The pass has gone astray. And it's made its way to him.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Truong. And that's it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Manchester United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in...
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Picked out brilliantly. Has a shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Oh, there's a probing ball. DiMarco. And it's Gravenberch. Timber. Bellingham. And here's Osimhen.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that is expertly dealt with. And a chance! And here's Haaland. Real chance here. That's good play. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Wood. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Ambitious ball here. Now he's off and running. Szoboszlai. And they've switched it over to the other side. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Ruben Dias attempts a clearance. Osimhen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Haaland! Szoboszlai gets it away. Oh, they can break here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yes. And the shot! There it is! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Saliba. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rice. Now it's Haaland. Now who's going to be first to this? Chouameni. Wood chasing after it. Rice. And it's Gravenberch. Oh, that's a key interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
DiMarco.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Looking to play him in. It's come to nothing. Szoboszlai. Now Tonali. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Brilliantly cut out. Half-time getting close now. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, he's not getting any further than that. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's
Please
been
make sure
fairly
to watch
flat,
the
and the
screen for
supports have had
information
little to cheer
bulletin
about,
from the
so an
regional
awful lot of
police
questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gravenberg. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Bellingham. And it's Rice. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Szoboszlai. Nicked it back promptly. Osimhen being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Bellingham. Timber. Gabriel.
The attendance for this
Well
match
seen,
was
saw that coming.
That was well played,
71,649.
well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then
32,
taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 12,
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
number 41, Rice.
Tonali.
Number 22,
Your
Bellingham.
impression so far, Jim?
Coming on the
Manchester
field,
United are
number
very much in the
9,
game and
Messi.
matching the opposition
Number
for chances.
30,
Now this could be a
Number
chance.
3, Hakimi.
Looking to go deep.
Number 11,
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Number 7, Bruno Fernandes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Bruno Fernandes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, no joy this time. And he's there to get it away. No, he's not getting his way this time. Gravenberg. And it's Hakimi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice parts. Can he finish? It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Number 30, Sesko. Sesko. Sesko.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time...
Gabriel with the foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Manchester United are down to 10 men. Truong running down that left flank. That's very neat. Now it's crossed into the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a promising position. Stood up well to him there. And he's there to belt it away. Ruben Dias did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gravenberg.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he's managed to get rid. And this is Dembele. So what can they make of this? Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Now it's Tonali. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's made its way to him. Tonali. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. So close. But that's it. The full-time whistle has gone.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 38, Kravenbach. Coming on to replace him is...
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Manchester United did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Pinches it off him. Konate. Oh, good-looking ball. Now he's off and running. Tonali. Nicely shaped ball. And that's great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
And it's Doué. This looks promising. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, a delicate chip through. Šeško! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's got a big chance! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
So, third quarter of the game. Szoboszlai with the short one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's going to be disappointed with that. That's it for the first period of extra time.
A quick reminder today.
Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai tries making a foray down the right. Eze. Bruno Fernandes. Dink through. Can he finish? Superb from Šeško! About as smooth as it gets. And with that, he takes home the match ball. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Gravenberg. That has ended up in no man's land. And time is up. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Sheshko, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together, and it's been a very impressive turnaround.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.